Joe LeFavi, VP of Marketing at Comic-ConHQ, talking about what they have planned, what they've already done, and what they look forward to doing in the future.
Hi! So we are Comic-ConHQ. We are the official streaming video on demand destination for San Diego Comic-Con and the premium digital network for the Comic-Con community. So we are working with Comic-Con during this large event here in San Diego to capture the Comic-Con experience and bring it to the millions of people who wish they could be here while enhancing it for the many who can be. So we're working with as many panel hosts as we can to capture the panel footage of halls big and small and bring it onto a channel so that everyone who can't watch those panels now can. And then right now we have over 200 hours of panel footage already confirmed that will be loading up from many of the top places that you'd want to be and the smaller rooms that you wish you could be, so that you can hear spotlights from Joss Whedon and Mike Mignola, or the great discussions in Indigo and Hall H and Ballroom 20, and really trying to capture as many of those incredible discussions that happen and bring it to the people we can after the show so that they can experience the full experience. Meanwhile, we're working with all of the bigger special events here, may it be the Her Universe Fashion Show, the Eisner Awards, the Masquerade Ball, finally having cameras in there for the first time, really trying to capture all that. So again, people who are here and want to be here can really experience what it means to be a part of San Diego Comic-Con. And then after the event, that's when the real fun starts to happen. So that since we're building this community, let's give them more of the kind of entertainment, more of the kind of engagement that they want all year round. So we'll have original series. We just debuted the Her Universe Fashion Show and Con Man from Alan Tudyk and Nathan Fillion, which has been really, really great. The second season premieres later on in the fall, so catch up on that. We've got hundreds of film and TV shows from our favorite genres, not the huge blockbusters you can find everywhere, but the ones that we love to death. So we've got things from Star Trek, Labyrinth, Princess Bride, all those great genre films that we grew up with. That's what we're putting there as a highly curated viewing experience for film and TV lovers. And then we have daily entertainment news, people who you probably know and have known for a while. They're staples of the Comic-Con community, people like Adam Sessler, Ken Pereira, Trish Hirschberger, Anthony Carboni, Steve Garzosa, John Snapp, John Campia, all those people who love to excitedly talk about pop culture. We're giving them a place where they could do that at least once a week, share that information with you, and not be the place where the news breaks, the place you go to talk about it, and really have that great discussion about the things that you love with the people who love it just as much as you do. So all of these things are available at Comic-ConHQ, which is hopefully going to be a destination where you can find something you love every day with the people who understand you the most.
And what's the exact URL for our viewers?
It is comic-conhq.com, and you can find us on the interwebs, on iOS and Android, on Roku, and on Amazon. We're an add-on subscription there, a new channel there. So anywhere Amazon is, including smart TVs and game consoles, you'll find us.
And what kind of programming do you guys have planned in the future, if you can say?
Oh, I can actually say. The ones we have announced so far, and we will have many more to talk about in the days to come. Con Man Season 2 with Alan Tudyk and Nathan Fillion. That's rolling out later in the fall. We also have Kings of Con from Rob Benedict and Richard Sprite Jr., the boys from Supernatural. They have created this amazing comedy about what it's like to be a part of the Comic-Con experience and what happens backstage, and just the zaniness and unpredictability that happens when you're a part of this kind of community. So that's going to be an amazing show coming out later in the fall, around the same time that Supernatural comes out the next season. We're also doing a show with Mark Hamill called Pop Culture Quest, where it's all about collecting, and it's all about finding the most obscure, passionate collections from all the people around the country, if not the world, who have these amazing collections, and getting to the real heart of the question of why. Why do we collect? Why do we need to have this kind of physical relationship with our fandoms, and why are we collectors? What that say about us? And so really just having fun, looking at all these crazy collections and celebrating the people who really have invested so much time and effort into their fandoms. And then rolling out a few more like that for the rest of the year, including the one that we just announced, which is John Snapp's What Happened. That if anyone saw The Death of Superman Lived, one of the best documentaries of last year, we're now doing a docu-series with him where we're going into more of those pop cultural urban legends of those films and TV shows that almost happened but never did, did, we want to ask that question of why. What happened? How did those things come to life, and why did they never make it to the screen big and small? Because some of those films we would have loved to see, and some of those films, well, maybe we're glad we didn't. But we get to find out how they happened either way, and that's going to be a really, really fun show for us starting.
And how's your Comic-Con been? See anything exciting that you were really excited about so far?
Honestly,
or have you been stuck at the booth all day?
The big exciting part of it has been our event. Like this is our coming out party. We're live streaming from 12 to 5 every day of the con, the most aggressive live stream anyone's ever done. And we're packed. There are hundreds and hundreds of people flowing in and out at every moment, doing everything from hang out with Reddit to, you know, playing at gaming stations from Razer to just watching the show on the stage. And the fact that so many people already, like day one, right out of the gate, get who we are and they're excited about what we're doing, you can't ask for more than that. You really can't ask for a better experience than welcoming the Comic-Con community to be a part of something that you've helped to build, and them saying yes and excitedly so. I really, nothing this year is ever going to prepare for that.
Any last words for our viewers?
Last words, honestly, just tune in and stay involved. That the whole point of why this platform exists is that we can continue the Comic-Con experience and give a destination for the Comic-Con community 365 days a year. That Comic-Con doesn't have to be 5 days anymore. And so I'm just very excited to see what we get to do with the rest of the 360. And so I want everyone to be involved, get engaged in social media, tell us what you want to see, because we're fans just like everyone else, and we want to do our best and make this the best version of the platform as possible. So hopefully everyone gets involved and stay engaged and just build this thing together, because that's the only way it's going to be at our best.
Thank you for your time today, Joe.
You better believe it. Have a good con.